Let me ask you something. How many times have you walked out of a meeting and thought, wait, what did we actually decide in there? You spent a whole hour on the call, but half of it you were busy typing notes, and now someone's asking you for the action items and your mind is just blank. It happens to everyone. So today, I'm going to show you how to make that problem disappear completely, using a tool that quietly sits in your meetings, listens to everything, and hands you a clean summary with all the decisions and action items the moment the call ends. And the best part, it works with Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams, so no matter what your team uses, you're covered. The tool we're using is called Meet, and it's built right into Runable. Quick heads up before we start, there's a link down in the description to create your Runable account, and I'll come back to why that matters a little later. For now, let's actually get this thing set up, because it's honestly almost too easy. So the first thing you'll do is head over to runable.com and sign in. Once you're inside, look at the left sidebar and you'll see an option simply called Meet. Click on that. This is your home base for everything. Your summaries, your recordings, your action items, all of it lands here after every call. And right on that main screen, you'll see a big button that says Connect Calendar. That's really the heart of the whole setup. Here's why this is so clever. Instead of you having to remember to hit record or paste a meeting link or launch some app every single time, you just connect your calendar one time. Go ahead and connect either your Google Calendar or your Microsoft Outlook, whichever one you actually use for your meetings. The second you do that, Meet can see what's on your schedule and it knows exactly when and where to show up. You set it up once and then you basically forget it exists until the good stuff starts appearing. Now let's jump into the settings, because this is where you get to make it work exactly how you want. Click into the settings, click on Meet, and you'll see a section called Meeting Bot. The first toggle is Auto Join Meetings. This is the big one. Flip that on, and from now on, Meet will automatically send its note taker into your scheduled calls for you. So when your 2 o'clock Zoom starts, a Meet participant quietly joins, and it starts listening and capturing everything in the background. You don't have to lift a finger. And look at the level of control you get here. There's a setting called Bot Name, where you can actually name the bot that shows up in your call, so it looks clean and professional to everyone else on the meeting, instead of some random participant. There's a summary language option, so if your calls are in Portuguese, English, Spanish, whatever, your summary comes back in the language you choose. There's an action item setting you can switch on, which tells Meet to specifically pull out every task, who owns it, and what the deadline is. And there's an auto share summaries toggle, so the recap can automatically get delivered to your team the moment the call wraps without you forwarding anything. And notice at the bottom it says changes apply from your next meeting, so you're always set for whatever's coming up next. Okay, so now let's talk about what you actually get, because this is where it really earns its place. The second your call ends, Meet delivers a summary, and it is not a giant wall of text you have to dig through. You get a clean recap, the key decisions that were made, and a clear list of action items with owners and next steps attached. So instead of guessing who was supposed to do what, it's just laid out for you. And here's a feature I really love. Every call is fully recorded and saved, so you can rewatch the entire meeting later whenever you need to. If someone says, that's not what we agreed on, you literally have the whole thing on tape. And because this is runnable, it doesn't stop at just notes. That summary can be pushed straight to the right Slack channel or dropped into Notion, so your whole team is in the loop without you doing a thing. You can even take those notes to the Runable agent and say, turn this into a follow-up email or build me a recap slide, and it just does it. That's the part that genuinely impresses me. Plenty of tools can spit out a transcript. Very few actually understand the meeting and then help you act on it. And one more thing worth mentioning, this is included with Runable. You're not paying for a separate note taker subscription on top of everything else, which is honestly a big deal when you look at what standalone tools like this usually cost. So now let me come back to that link. This video is done in partnership with Runable, and there's a sign up link waiting for you down in the description. If you use that link to create your account, you're directly supporting the channel, and it genuinely helps me keep making these tutorials for you. So if this was useful to you, that's the single best way to say thank you, and I really do appreciate every one of you who does it. So just to bring it all together, you sign in to Runable, you open Meet, you connect your calendar once, you turn on auto join, you set your bot name, your language, and your action items. And from that moment on, every meeting you have gets recorded, summarized, and organized for you automatically. It takes one of the most tedious parts of your entire work week and just quietly handles it in the background. And that's it. That's how you auto-summarize any Zoom, Meet, or Teams call with AI. If this helped you out, and I really hope it did, Make sure to subscribe to Learn Mode Lab for more tutorials just like this one, and I'll see you in the next video.